Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold going on at the moment. I'm just checking out 84 days since I've made a video. Fuck, feels like just yesterday I made that video. Anyway, I figured I would put something out. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering what's been going on. I've been busy, just fucking flat out. I did 3 weeks in Japan, excuse me, with the missus, seeing the family. And yeah, basically haven't stopped since I got back. These have just been non-stop, which is good. I'm not really complaining. It's definitely improvement over the lack of work that was there 6 months ago, even less. So I'm not complaining about that. It's been good. I'm happy. I've been busy, but it hasn't left me any time to make any videos or do much work on my own things. I do have an update on the Gemini, which is basically what this video is about. But yeah, just been flat out. I mean, I had that Lexus on the dyno yesterday. You guys will see the 1G in it. Cool little car, 2860 RS Disco Potato Turbo on it. Some funky ECU thing that was a bit troublesome and problematic. Actually, we had a lot of, it's still over there actually, we had a lot of trouble with the E-throttle on the thing, or the half E-throttle that Toyota likes to do on that era of car. Anyway, got it worked around and made 160 horsepower on 6.5, 7 PSI, and managed to crank it up to 185 on 9 PSI, but at 10 or 11 PSI it was out of injector, so he was happy to call it there. He, sort of a basic thing, he didn't want to push it anymore. I had a Falcon on the dyno a bit over a week ago. That thing was pretty cool. Similar story, made 380 something, I think it was about 12 pound, and on 14 pound it made 411. It was out of fuel pump, so I was forced to call it quits there. So I just dialed it back to the 12 380 something where it was happy and can live. Bit of work I had to do on that thing as well, wiring in some bits and pieces. Had a Hilux in recently. Digger brought me his Hilux 1980 SR5 with a 18RG. Awesome little car, sleeker 5-speed. I fully fabricated the turbo kit on it. It's a fresh engine, got it running. We fitted a Haltech Elite 750. I did a tune on it, I pushed it to 252 horsepower on 98 at about 16 PSI. And as soon as I turned the content sensor on and put some E85 in it, it just blew through the clutch. So turned the boost controller off and it made 258 horsepower, I think it was, on 9 PSI on E85. We've got a new clutch coming for it so that it can come back and we can do a new clutch and try and get it up to his 350 horsepower goal. Got a E90 here at the moment. I'm doing a 1J conversion in for a customer. I don't know how much of it you can see. I've only just got the engine in. I've got to go and make the trans mount for it today, so I'll go and get that done, so that way engine mounts are complete and the engine is in situ. From there it's intake, intercooler piping, downpipe, exhaust, etc, etc. Find a way to wire it in and make it work. I'd much rather see the car get a Haltech to talk to the standard dash because he wants to retain that, so I'll have a chat with him and see how he wants to go about that. Ordered some bits and pieces for this thing, so hopefully you guys will get to see some of this soon. I'm really excited for this build. It's one I've wanted to do for 20 plus years now, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it before I do Ethel. I know a lot of you people are here because of that car and want to see that car, and I want to see it too. I might be changing my plan of direction with it as well. So I want to get this car done first, so then I can focus on Ethel properly. By then I will have made up my mind about what changes I want to make and which route I want to take with that car, because I'm not going to register it anymore. I was going to keep it registered, but I've decided against that, and it's just now going to be a track car. So I'm going to change a couple bits and pieces up with it because of that fact. It's still never going to be anything crazy, but I think if we can get it to run bottom eights, I'll be pretty happy with that, and then it should fit like an 8.0 bracket or something. I don't know. Again, future me problems, and I will look into that further when the time comes. But the Gemini, everyone's all here for the Gemini today, and this is what I want to talk about. In between some jobs, the Hilux and this, and there's been a few Skylines and various other projects that have been through the workshop. Spent a day or two and did some stuff to the Gemini that really needed to happen to progress it forward, because I really want to get this thing finished. It is my first and current goal for this year, is to have this thing finished, running, driving and on the street. A, so I can use it, B, to go and have some fun at some pretty cool events in it. But ultimately get it out of the workshop, because it is a bit of a hindrance having it here, especially now that I've got the VC here as well. So I want to get it out of the shop and out of my hair and use it. So that's what I'm going to do. I still need to order a content sensor for it. But to give an explanation of what I've been up to, some keen-eyed viewers will notice an extra dipstick at the back here, and they will also notice it's now 5 lug on the back, not 4 anymore, and 15s, not 14s. So I've gone ahead and shortened up not a 9-inch, got 9-inch on the brain, shortened up a Borgie out of a Commodore, and I've gone and slapped it in there. I've had a axle shortened so that the axles are all good. Currently it doesn't have a tail shaft in it. I made one up to the right length and then sent it off to Driveline Services to have them make me up a tail shaft. It's supposed to be done this week, but now they're saying next week. Cunts. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm stuck waiting for that. So it's a pusher at the moment. It's got a built 4L60 in it. I stuck a Aeroflow ratchet shifter on it, so it should be a pretty cool little setup, I'm hoping. I still got to block off the hole in the floor from the manual shifter, put all the shroud and surround and everything back on it. And yeah, we did a dodgy little parallel falling on the back of the Gemini. The upper bars are so tiny, it's cute. I tried to brace it up as much as I could, but you can kind of hear it creaking and clunking in the back there, so hopefully that doesn't give much trouble. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, if it does, I'll have to fix it. I'll see if I can get you guys under there for a bit of a look. Yeah, can't see too much, but yeah. That's it, cute little upper bar. And I just put the stock Gemini lower mounts on it. Realistically, I probably should have done just a proper parallel 4-link and a track locator, but I just put an adjustable panhard bar on it. I've kept the stock Gemini lower arms and mounts, that way I can retain the stock Gemini springs and shocks, because let's face it, this thing's not going to be anything like this or Dazza or anything of that caliber. Even though I could plonk an L67 bottom end into it and make 650 horsepower pretty easily. But I'm trying to refrain myself from doing that to this car, so it's going to stay relatively as it is. I'm going to order a content sensor for it, and I'll do a flex fuel tune on it. And I'll have my power made that I want to get to, my goal, 450 wheel on the ethanol, and I'll do like a 300 horsepower tune on 98, just to keep it flexible and drivable and take it wherever I want to take it, sort of thing. Dazza is a dickhead and he's been driving me nuts. I've been having bloody Heim joint woes for that thing, so I've ordered, you know, fucking weld-ins and more weld-ins and more weld-ins and bars, and next time I do that I'm just going to buy a bloody parallel 4-link kit and fit that to a car, not try and use the stock arm crap. Anyway, I've just gone and brought a whole bunch of Heims and weld-ins for some 5/8 Heims. Probably should have used 3/4, but that's what I've got for now, so that's what I'm going to use. At the point where the car progresses and gets too sketchy to use on the 5/8 stuff, I'll order a 3/4 Heims. Damn train. I'll order a 3/4 Heim 4-link kit and swap all the bars out to that. So other than that, Dazza runs, drives great, does everything I need it to. I drive it down here to work every chance I get. Usually a Saturday I'll bring it down for a cruise. The Gemini I want to use a lot more, so I'm really kind of busting my balls to get it done and finished. I just ordered a bunch of fake suede so that I can have another go at this dash. So I'll try and wrap the dash in this fake suede, and I think I'll do door cards too. Rare Spares do a new door card skin, so I'll go get the skins and then have a crack at wrapping them in that fake suede, and hopefully that'll make the interior a nicer place to be. And at some point I'll get the seats retrimmed. This vinyl's just old and there's a tear in that seat, but for now it's a seat and they work, so yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it from me in this video. A lot of rambling on, I know, fair bit to catch you guys up on though, so you'll have to excuse me for that. Next video I'm hoping I'll have my tail shaft back for the Gemini, and I can get this thing on the dyno and put the 98 tune in it, ready to go and waiting for me to get a content sensor and swap the 98 out for some E85. So that's where I'm up to with it. Hopefully that can happen pretty fast. As soon as I can get the 98 tune done on it to a point where it's not breaking transmissions anymore and the diff hangs in there fine, I will then go ahead and paint the front end, the guards, the bonnet, the valance, and start really buttoning things up to a running and driving car and finishing it off. So it'll be good. I'm keen, excited to get it done and see it driving. I've started making up a little catch can slash expansion tank dealio here. I'll try and get that finished off soon at some point as well. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it from me in this video, guys. Sorry, it's just a bunch of talking. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some action with the Gemini and the dyno in the next one. And following that Dazza with some 4-link bars, I'm probably going to have to rob the coilovers off the back of Ethel, and they need respringing, so yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt, but that's my next job, is 4-link bars on Dazza, because all the bushes in the back of it are flogged out. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to update them to some 4-link bars, and then I'm also going to redo the lower brackets to get a bit of anti-squat into it. So keep an eye out for that video to come too, and then following that it'll be buttoning up the Gemini, Dazza out at racing. I think I missed November roll racing, so I might try and go to December. And yeah, anyway, that's it from me. Thanks again for watching. I will try and get some more regular content out as I can. Oh yeah, gotta lower the back of that Gemini too. It's way too high at the moment, but don't want to lower it too much. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you then. Bye bye.